So hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about the questions of quadratic equation which came in your JEE Mains 2021 examination. So अगर हम इस chapter की बात करें quadratic equation, so in all the shifts there was one question based on quadratic equation और level की अगर बात करें तो सारे ही question नए नहीं थे जो कि आपने solve किए होंगे कुछ उसी type पर based थे. So let's start with the first question. Okay, so this is your first question. This came in 25th February, shift 2. So the question is if alpha and beta are the roots of equation x square minus 6x minus 2 equals to 0 and an is equals to alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n. So you have to find value of this expression, that is a10 minus 2a8 upon a9. सो अगर आपने जेई मेंस के प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए हैं, सो दिस क्वेश्चन एज इट इज प्रीवियस ईयर में पूछा गया है. आई थिंक इन 2017 और 18 सेम क्वेश्चन एज इट इज ये पूछा गया है और उससे पहले आईआईटी एडवांस में भी ये सेम क्वेश्चन पूछा जा चुका है. ऑलराइट, तो जिसने किया होगा उसके लिए काफी इजी होगा ये क्वेश्चन. सो इफ यू हैव टू फाइंड वैल्यू ऑफ दिस एक्सप्रेशन दैट इज a10. सो हियर इफ इन an I'll put a10, so that will be equals to alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10 minus twice of a8, so that will be alpha to the power 8 minus beta to the power 8 and divided by a9, that will be simply alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. Okay, now let us try to simplify this. So here what I can do is I can take alpha to the power 8 common, right? So this will become, from here alpha square will be remaining and from here a minus 2 will be remaining, right? And in the same manner over here I can take minus beta to the power 8 common. So from here I'll get beta square and same minus 2 will be common from here, right? And divided by alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. Okay, now how to simplify this further? So if you see alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, and if alpha and beta are roots, it will satisfy this particular equation. Okay, so I can say beta square minus 6 beta minus 2, this should be equals to 0. और यहाँ से हमें बीटा स्क्वायर माइनस 2 का वैल्यू कितना मिल रहा है, 6 बीटा. And in the same manner alpha will also satisfy this equation. So similarly alpha square minus 2 का वैल्यू हमें क्या मिल जाएगा, 6 alpha. Now you can put this values over here, so it will become alpha to the power 8 into alpha square minus 2, that will be 6 alpha minus beta to the power 8 and beta square minus 2 will be simply 6 of beta divided by alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. So here if you take 6 common, it will become alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9 in the numerator, and denominator is as it is, that is alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. So simply if you cancel it, you will get the value of this expression as 6, which is your option number B. Alright, so it was a quite easy question. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so this is the solution and the final answer is 6. Okay, this is the next question. It came in the first shift of 24th Feb. The question is if p plus q is equals to 2 and p to the power 4 plus q to the power 4 is 272, then a quadratic equation whose roots are p and q. Okay, so if you want to find a quadratic equation जिसके roots p और q हैं, तो क्या मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ the quadratic equation will be x square minus sum of roots, that is p plus q into x, plus product of roots, that will be p into q equals to 0, right? This is the standard quadratic equation. So now that means we have to find p plus q and value of pq. अगर ये दोनों आ जाएंगे तो हमारे पास quadratic equation मिल जाएगा. And for finding out these two values, we have these two conditions, right? So p plus q तो directly आपको 2 given है, तो यहाँ पर तो आप directly 2 put कर देंगे, so it will become x square minus 2x plus pq. That means the only thing which you have to find is value of p into q. वो कैसे फाइंड करेंगे? So it's also quite simple. What you can do, you can take a square of this first condition. So if you take a square on both the sides, you'll get p square plus q square plus twice of pq equals to 4, right? And again if you take this twice pq on the right hand side and again take a square on both sides. All right, so here what you'll get, I'm directly taking square, huh, guys? So a square, so that will be p to the power 4, b square, that will be q to the power 4, plus twice of ab, simply applying identity of a plus b whole square, and here applying the identity of a minus b square. I'm taking square on both sides, all right, squaring both sides. So this will become 16 plus 4p square q square minus 16 pq, right? So now p to the power 4 plus q to the power 4 is 272. This you can take on the right hand side, so it will become 16 plus 2p square q square minus 16 pq. Okay, and if you again take this also on the right hand side, we are getting an equation in this manner, that is twice of p square q square minus 16 pq, 16 minus 272, so that will be 256, right? Minus of 256 equals to 0. Okay, now if you look at this equation, can you see this is a quadratic in pq, right? In pq this is a quadratic, so if you substitute pq, let's suppose as equals to t, so this equation, and if I divide it with 2 also, so this equation will become t square. I'm dividing whole equation with 2, so this 2 is gone, this will become minus 8t, and this will become minus 128 equals to 0. Now you can simply see it's a quadratic equation in t, and the factors are also quite easy. The factors will be t minus 16 into t plus 8, right? You can multiply, you'll get this. So from here we are getting two values of t, that is 16 and minus 8, and t is nothing but pq only, right? So for pq we have two values, that is one is 16 and other one is minus of 8. All right, so now if you put in the equation, this was your equation, x square minus 2x plus pq, so both the values will work. So if you put 16, x square minus 2x plus 16 equals to 0, you'll get the option A. See, if you put minus 8, you are not getting any option. This is also correct, but there is no option as corresponding to minus 8. That's why the answer will be option A. Alright. So in this question, थोड़ा सा calculation था, but it was quite easy. You have to simply take a square and you'll get the answer. Alright. So the correct answer over here is option A. Okay. Alright. Let's see the third question. It came in shift 2 of 24. Alright. So the question is, if A, B, C are in AP, all right. So if A, B, C are in AP, there is a standard condition which we can write, right? That is twice of B should be equals to A plus C. Right? If A, B, C are in AP, this is the condition they follow. All right. And centroid of the triangle with these vertices is 10 by 3 comma 7 by 3. All right. So if you have vertices of any triangle as A comma C, A comma B and 2 comma B. Can you tell me what will be the centroid? So centroid will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. That will be the x coordinate of centroid, and y coordinate will be y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So अगर हम centroid G के coordinates यहाँ find करें x, y, so that will be equals to a plus 2. That will be 2a plus 2 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3. That will be 2b plus c by 3. Okay, and this is already given to you as 10 by 3 and 7 by 3, right? So if you equate it simply over here, 3 and 3 will be gone, so we're getting two equation, that is 2a plus 2 equals to 10, right? Comparing the x coordinate, so from here we are getting a simply as equals to 4, and if you compare the y coordinate, we'll get 2b plus c equals to 7. All right, 2b plus c equals to 7. Now from here you can put the value of 2b as 4 plus c. ये value अगर यहाँ put करेंगे, so we'll get 4 plus c, that will be 4 plus 2c equals to 7, and 2c will be 3, so we're getting c equals to 3 by 2. And if c is 3 by 2, what will be the value of b? So again put over here, so we'll get 2b equals to 4 plus 3 by 2, so that will be 4 to the 8 plus 3, 11 by 2, and if you divide, we'll get the value of b as 11 by 4, right? Twice of b equals to a plus c. So a is 4, b is 11 by 4, and c is 3 by 2. This we have find out. Now finally what we need to find is, if alpha beta are roots of this equation, then the value of alpha square minus beta square minus alpha beta. All right, so at the in the last you have to apply concept of quadratic equations over here. Okay, so see, if you need to find value of alpha square plus beta square minus alpha beta, can I write this thing as alpha plus beta whole square minus 3 alpha beta? Right, because when you open this square you'll get a term of 2 alpha beta, and if you subtract 3 alpha beta from it, you'll get minus alpha beta. Why we are converting in this form? Because this is sum of quadratic and this is product of roots, right? Sum of roots and product of roots, which we can find very easily. So you can simply see sum is minus b by a and product is simply 1 by a. So sum agar minus b by a hai, alpha plus beta, so you can say b is 11 by 4, so that will be minus 11 by 4 divided by a, that is 4. So it's coming minus 11 by 16. This is the sum, and product is simply 1 upon a, that will be 1 upon a. Now simply put in this expression, so this will become alpha plus beta whole square. So square of this will be 121 upon 256 minus thrice of 1 by 4. Now to take LCM, you need to multiply with 64, I guess. Yes, right. 64 4 is 256. uh, yeah, so 64 threes are, this will become 192, and 121 minus 192, so that will be minus of 71. So the correct answer which we are getting is minus 71 upon 256. Okay, so again this question was also straightforward, but थोड़ा सा lengthy था, आपको calculation correct करनी है, otherwise you can lose marks over here. So the correct answer will be uh, minus 71 upon 256 over here. Okay, just a second. This will be, yeah, correct, minus 71 upon 256. Okay, let's move to the uh, here the answer will be a. Actually it's coming minus 71 upon 256. Tagging is wrong. Yeah. Okay, let's move to the fourth question, and this came in your 25th February first shift, and this was very easy question based on your 10th standard, you can say. So find the integral values of k for which this quadratic is always greater than 0. So if a value of any quadratic expression is positive, and you can see the coefficient of x square is also positive, so this happens only when the discriminant d is less than 0. Okay, so here what you can do, simply just find the discriminant and make it less than 0. So discriminant will be b square minus 4ac. This should be less than 0. So if you apply this over here, b is minus 2 into 3k minus 1 whole square minus 4 times a, that is 1, and c, which is 8k square minus 7. This should be less than 0. This will be 4 into 9k square minus 6k plus 1, and this will be minus 32k square plus 28 less than 0. Now simplify it, so it will be 36k square minus 24k plus 4 minus 32k square plus 28 less than 0. So we are getting 4k square minus 24k plus 32 less than equals to 0. And if you divide with 4, we are getting a simple quadratic k square minus 6k plus 8 less than 0. So you can factorize it very simply. It will be k minus 2 into k minus 4 less than 0. So the range of values of k which we are getting is k belongs to 2 to 4, right? But we need to find integral value. So in between 2 to 4, which integral value you have? 3, right? So we can say the integral value of k should be equals to 3. Then only this quadratic expression will be always positive. So this was a very easy question, you can say. Okay, so the correct answer is option number C. All right. All right. Let's move to the next question. So here in this question, we have to also use logarithmics. All right. So the question is, number of values of x satisfying this particular equation. All right, so एक logarithmic equation है, इसको simplify करना है हमें. So let's see how we can do that. So log x minus 1 to the base 4, it's equals to log of x minus 3 to the base 2. Okay, so how we can simplify? So first of all, let's try to make the bases equal, right? Here we have 4, here we have 2. So instead of that, let's make them equal. So I can write this 4 as 2 square over here, right? And now using the property of logarithmic, this 2 square, if this is 2 to the power something, this will come in the division of log, right? So it will be 1 by 2 log of x minus 1 to the base 2, and here it will be log of x minus 3 to the base 2. Simply let's cross multiply it. So this will become like this, and now this 2 is in multiplication. Can we take in the power of x minus 3, right? We know no, log of a b to the power c. So this c comes in multiplication, so we are doing the reverse calculation. We are taking this in the power, so it will become log of x minus 1 to the base 2 equals to log of x minus 3 square to the base 2. Now if you see on the both side, base of log is same, so if base is same, we can uh, here equate the arguments, right? So it will become, the equation will become x minus 1 equals to x minus 3 square. अब simply quadratic को आप expand कर लो, so this will become x square minus 6x plus 9, and finally we are getting a quadratic, that is x square minus 6x plus 10 equals to 0, right? This is what we are getting. All right, so from here if you solve it, from here, we are getting two values, right? So let me solve it using quadratic formula. So that will be 6 plus minus 36 minus 40. Okay, so this is coming less than equals to 0. The d is coming less than 0. That means there will be no value of x which will satisfy this particular equation. Okay, so here we will say the answer will be option number A, that is no value of x. Okay. Uh, just a second. I think. Oh shit. Yes, here we have done a mistake. We have not taken this x on the left hand side, so it will become x square minus 7x plus 10. Sorry, 7x plus 10 equals to 0. So here we are getting two values. We are getting the factors as x minus 5 into x minus 2 equals to 0. So this will give you the values of x as 2 and 5. Right. So now in hurry, what you can do is you can mark the option as 2 over here, but you can see in the options 2 is not given. All right. So why 2 is not given? Are we doing anything wrong over here? No, this is correct. We are getting two values, but we don't have to simply find roots of quadratic. You need to find value of x which satisfy this logarithmic equation. Na? So if this is log of x minus 1, we know what is the domain of log. This x minus 1 should be greater than 0, and for this log to be defined, x minus 3 should be greater than 0. So if you take intersection of both these two, we are getting the domain as x greater than 3. And if x is greater than 3, x equals to 2 cannot be a solution. So that's why we will get only one solution, that is x equals to 5. So the correct answer over here will be option B. Okay. Here. Let's solve the last question of quadratic. This came in your last shift, 26th February, shift 2. So the question is, if alpha and beta are roots of this equation, okay, and Pn is equals to alpha to the power n plus beta to the power n, P of n plus 1 is given to you as 29, P of n minus 1 is given to us as 11. So we need to find Pn square. So this question is similar to what we have discussed the first question, right? Relation between alpha and beta we have. So if alpha and beta are roots of this equation, guys, you can simply say the sum of roots alpha plus beta, that will be minus b upon a, so that should be 1. and product of roots, that should be c upon a, that should be directly minus of 1. So these two values we have. Now how to find this Pn square? So for this we will use these two conditions. Okay, so P of n plus 1. So if Pn is this, P of n plus 1, I can write it as alpha to the power n plus 1 plus beta to the power n plus 1 equals to 29. And similarly this Pn of minus 1, that will become alpha to the power n minus 1 plus beta to the power n minus 1 equals to 11. Right? Now here, if we add both the equations, or if we simply subtract both the equations, so what you'll get, alpha to the power n plus 1 minus alpha to the power n minus 1 plus beta to the power n plus 1 minus beta to the power n minus 1 equals 29 minus 11, that is 80. Here taking alpha to the power n minus 1 common, we are getting alpha square minus 1, and beta to the power n minus 1, if we take common, we are getting beta square minus 1 equals to 8. Now how to further simplify from here? Hmm? This is not coming in the form of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, which we can directly put values. So now how to further simplify this? So for this again guys, what we will use, will say if alpha and beta are roots of this equation, then they will satisfy this. So from here, can you see, we'll say alpha square minus alpha minus 1, this should be equals to 0, and alpha square minus 1 we are getting, this is equals to, right? And in the same manner, beta square minus 1 will also come equals to beta, and this value we can put over here. So this will become alpha to the power n minus 1 into alpha plus beta to the power n minus 1 into beta equals to 18. And this, if you multiply, this is nothing but, if you see, it's Pn, alpha to the power n plus beta to the power n. So we are getting Pn equals to 18, and if Pn is 18, you need to find Pn square. So that will be 18 square, right? So that will be 320. So the correct answer will be option number A over here. Okay, yes, option A is the correct answer. All right, so these were the 6 questions of quadratic equation in JMA's 2020. Okay, thank you guys.